Internet, welcome to Damn Designs Week. Starting our video a little different. Normally you don't see my my fancy mug at the start of the videos, but I recorded all these videos and didn't realize Damn Designs is doing a pre-order and dropping some stuff in their shop depending on the day, July 4th. So it's either tomorrow, today, or yesterday, depending on which video you're watching. I'm just going to upload the same intro to the next couple videos. But yeah, check out Damn Designs. They've got some cool stuff dropping. They're dropping some Zirk, some tungsten, some unnamed tungsten, which since it's unnamed, I would assume it's a new design. I think there's also going to be a Sanctity XS in tungsten, which we'll see at some point this week. Well, I don't have it in tungsten, I have it in stainless steel, but I imagine in tungsten would be awesome. So definitely worth checking out. So definitely get yourself over to Damn Designs, check out the stuff they got, and yeah, let's get on with the show. Internet, quick pause, and we're right back. For me, for you, it's probably Tuesday. So happy July 3rd. I know a lot of places are doing fireworks on July 3rd. Let's be responsible out the internet. And let's just jump right into it. I got a lot of reviews to do. Ba-ba-da-ba. So this is, if you notice, a smaller package. That's what she said. And what do we got in this package here? So let's get right into it. So again, I actually really like this case. So one of the things you would have heard me say yesterday is this case is a little large, but this spinner would easily fit in this case. And this is pretty slim, all things considered. Solid case. You could also put your weed in this one. And yes, it's still legal in Vermont. Still legal in Vermont. Oh, you know what I didn't say? Damn Designs bearings, they come with the same bearing in there, but it's an 8-ball hybrid ceramic nylon cage, much like the ones that Ultra Spinners were using, and what comes with the Talisman as its spare bearing. Excuse me. So, and I took one of those out just to kind of check it and test it out, so buttons are a little loose. Now this currently is not in stock. I don't know what a mini Triad goes for, but I would think 40 to 50 bucks. So would be my guess. So much like the larger Triad, let's get in there. Under the hood, we've got, I really dig this. So it kind of makes the spinner feel a little thinner, especially for a press fit. So you can see the press fit locks in there, but then it kind of sinks down in and the button kind of hugs it. So, and you can see the bearing we're using in there. It's that same 8-ball. Yes, I love an 8-ball these days. Not in reference to the cocaine or crack cocaine. Y'all got any more of them spinners? And we've got the same, like, woo, look into my eyes. Woo. Trippy, right? But really good little spinner. Oh, you know what we didn't do? I hope you, if you watched yesterday's video, I won't have told you to, but I hope you watched today's video, because I forgot to weigh this guy. So this is kind of a chunky little spinner, stainless steel, right? So it's heavy for as much mass as there, 85 grams. So it's a little on the heavy side, not too crazy, still fidgetable weight. Let's move that out of the way here. Internet, tell me to get it together. Right, what are we here for? We were here to weigh the mini Triad. Or XS Triad, I'm not sure what they call it because it's not in stock right now. 47 grams. So, and despite being, it actually feels more like a mini than it probably is. These arms come out to quite a point here. So that's actually, I don't know if I've got anything. Well, let's take a stubby for comparisons. Right, so if you look at the arms, I mean, it's almost the width, the height of a stubby. Maybe not quite almost, but the points, they don't really, because they add such little mass on the outside, they don't really feel like it's that large of a spinner. So it really does feel like a micro spinner. But I think this form really works in a spinner. Now, I don't have a Triad of my own. I did get lent one for a little while to review. So I can't really compare and contrast it, but I can say that this stands up pretty well on its own and might be a better form for it. Because of the way the weight is distributed, it just feels really fast. It's fun to flick. Also forgot to mention spin time on this guy. So, boy, we did like half a review last video. But spin time on this guy is about 4.5, 4:45 was what I got with the bearing that came with it cleaned. Not the best spin time of what I would expect, but I don't know, again, the way there's so much mass in the middle here, like there's a lot of weight there if you can't tell. I just don't think it's designed for spin time, so it's not like a spin time champ or anything like that, but still a respectable time. So this guy got 4 minutes and 40 seconds, 4:38 to be exact, so a little bit less than that. But a little more optimized for weight distribution for spinning, right? Where we've got our weight pushed further out from the middle, even though it does taper back down here. But what can we say about this? I mean, this is a lovely spinner. There's no getting around it. The Triad design is, you know, their first design. So even though they in theory were designing this first, the first one they released was that Triad design. Sorry, I keep bumping the cable for my camera. Because I got it plugged in because I know I'm doing a lot of reviews. So let's unplug that actually. Hope everything stays. All right. I've got pretty good juice right now. But yeah, super fidgetable. It feels really fast. That's what I really appreciate about this one here. And that's kind of what bumped it up for me over this guy, is the fidgetability is there. Like, this is super fidgetable and it feels fast. Like, I can get a good pull on this guy and my fingers just land in the right spot every time. You know, it's a tri, so it's more balanced, if you like that sort of a thing. It's a mini in terms of feel, but it's actually, if you really want to, you can get your fingers out there pretty good and get a pretty good grip. So people that maybe somewhat are on the fence of minis, or the opposite, you really like minis, you'll appreciate the feel of this. So I think this kind of toes the line between a mini and a full-size spinner pretty well, because it really does feel like a mini. It's light enough, right? It's under 50 grams, but you can, you know, there's something to be had there. So what else? I mean, it's really the same as what the Triad was, right? Like, it's got these excellent, everything's finished beautifully, right? There's no issues with the finish. I think they even went a step further in terms of, like, if you look at the machine marks along these arms, I think before they kind of all went the same direction, and you can kind of see them tapering off the arms the same way. So I think they upped their game on that. Right, it's got the Damn Designs logo lasered into the side of it, which is just done very subtle. But I'll tell you what I really appreciate about this. These type of bearings, right? When you have a half shield bearing, if you want spin times, you always want the shield up, right? So the Damn Designs logo, I'm pretty sure on all of these, is on the same side as the bearing retention ring for the ones that have it. But even if it's not, right, I know which side I have the bearing on because I can look at the little logo here. So I know I can put it up the right way. So when I'm doing spin times, I don't have to take the buttons off and check every time. I know which way my bearing is. So for those of us that are into spin times, join the Spin Time Facebook group, y'all. We know that we just put that Damn Designs logo up and we are good to go. We are good to rock and roll. Buttons just like, so here's another cool thing with Damn Designs, right? These buttons are essentially the same design, same pattern, but they're designed differently in terms of both the size. Like, these buttons are a little, not quite as large, right? You can see those buttons are larger. You know, so they're conscious of their button game as well. They're not just making one set of buttons and putting them on all their spinners. So appreciate that as well. So much love to what they're doing over at Damn Design. So for this spinner, this is almost, I want to say, since my rating is really only 1 of 4, right? You have no thumbs, half, I guess 5, 0, half, 1, 1.5, 4, 2. I kind of actually want to do like 1 3/4, because this isn't quite, I can't call this like a 2, but I feel like, again, it's better than that, so it's got to go up a little bit. Just so it's a little bit more fidgetable. Price point, again, I would guess would be in the $40, $50 neighborhood. But it's not in stock and not on their website right now, so you might not even be able to get it anymore. This might just be a little special treat for me, or for those of us that have it. So, but we really dig this guy. Good spin, you know, decent spin time for a little spinner, pocketable, lightweight, super fidgetable. I mean, this is one you can just, what does Ben call it? Jib jab? You can jib jab on it. Jib jab, jib jab, jib jib jab, jib jab. Yeah. You want to take another closer look at it, Internet? Let's get intimate with it. It just looks so good. Like, and the finish on this, I didn't really mention it on this one, but this is actually even a little less aggressive. Like, it's not, you've got that look, but you almost can't feel it. It's definitely there, but it's just really subtle. It feels nice. It's just an excellent all-around design. So whatever they're doing to do that, good on you. That was a tall sip because we need it hot today. All right, Internet, 8.5 minutes. I think that's plenty to go here. Keep an eye out on this, probably on the secondary market at this point, or check out Damn Designs website. And yeah, until next time, kisses. Oh, balance. Should we talk about that? I already said kisses, but balance is excellent. Now we can say kisses. Kisses.